Jessica, how about that question though? How many videos do you find necessary to produce to keep your audience growing? How often do you publish videos?
So we have expanded the Jessica Kent Show, which is, prison, addiction, my just life story in general, to a vlog channel as well. So I have 2 channels and a podcast. I'm writing an autobiography. I have other secret projects I can't talk about coming out. But I tend to upload 4 to 5 videos a week and a podcast. Now, that's a lot. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes I don't get 5, but I'm very structured in my upload schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, my audience knows I'll be there. And then on the vlog channel, Tuesday and Thursday, hopefully, if my schedule allows for both of those days. If not, I let them know it's just not happening this week. And then the podcast comes out once a week on Mondays. So being structured and being routine, my audience depends on me and knows I will have a Jessica Kent video waiting for me on these days.
Welcome to the Prison Professors program. I'm so glad that you're continuing to learn about the story of Jessica Kent. She is a formerly incarcerated person who has come back to society strong with her dignity intact. She has overcome addiction, and she has now built an amazingly successful YouTube channel. And I just wanted to show you that YouTube channel. If you want to get the earlier episodes, it's episode 1 and episode 2, where she talks about what brought her into the prison system and how she made a commitment to really transform her life. But this has become a tool that she has used to transform her life. You can see here in this section of the video right here, she gets about 1.3 million views every month. 322,000 people subscribe to her. If you click on this video page and you sort it by most popular, you can see that some of her videos get 1.5 million views, 1.2 million views, 1 million views here, 880,000 views here. So really quite a success story. But besides that, you can see the engagement that she gets. And I asked her permission if I could show you that level of work that she is doing. You can click on a typical video right here, and I just want to show you what it looks like. She has how many people are responding to her comments. 3,916 comments of people are reviewing her work and leaving comments. This is what you should be thinking about if you want to build your career after getting out of a difficult situation. You can look to examples of people who have come out of prison and reinvented themselves and built their own businesses. And she's had a total of 30 million views since she started this. And she's done that in only 2 years. So I wanted to share this with you just to give you an idea of what you can do if you're willing to put in the work ethic. You can see that she's got her other areas to contact her, whether it's her Instagram page. You can click on, I thought that was clickable. But she's got Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I think if I go to her About page, I could probably get links to that so I could show you that as well. I wonder why she doesn't have that on there, so I can't show you that. But I could just simply Google it and just type in Jessica Kent, and you can see the presence that she has built. There it is on Instagram. And let's see where else. Jessica Kent on Instagram. Not as big as I would have anticipated. 62,000 followers. So that's a pretty good following. But considering that she has 300,000+ on her YouTube channel, there's her family. She spoke about having 2 children. Actually, you can see her there with Adam and Ro Clausen. But really just a great inspiring story of a young woman who has turned her life around from prison to become a mother and a wife and a contributing citizen in society. So super grateful to her for spending time with Prison Professors. I hope that you get a lot out of this interview. And if you haven't subscribed to Prison Professors yet, I hope that you will subscribe. I also hope that you'll visit our friend at Jessica Kent on YouTube. Thank you. That is the insane work ethic that it takes to be successful. And if it's okay with your permission, Jessica, I would like to splice in some of your videos so that he can get a look. I can just go onto her YouTube channel and let you see the 318 or 320,000 subscribers, but also the level of engagement that she has. Your audience really loves you and they love to learn from you. And I know why they're waiting and dependent upon you. But I want the people in jail and prison to recognize that doesn't happen by accident. It is a super intense work ethic. You said that you've only been doing this for 2 years. Could you help them understand how the trajectory went from hobby to, and we'll talk about that wonderful award that you have behind you, but how did that grow? Yeah.
So yeah, at first I was kind of chilling around 3,000 subscribers. And that was huge for me. I thought that was the best thing in the world. Like 3,000 people want to hear what I have to say.
Shoot.
Hey, are they sure?
So
I was really excited about 3,000 people to share my story.
We just had a bandwidth issue again. You said you had 3,000 subscribers and that felt great. Continue from there, please. You said that you had 3,000 subscribers and they grew from there. Walk us through that growth period again.
My internet hates me today. It's being really hostile. So yeah, I had 3,000 subscribers and I was kind of chilling around that. I would do a lot of live streams and dedicate my time to that, answering questions and being there for them live, which was a little bit less work for me because I could just sit down and talk to them. I didn't have to edit anything. And it was very organic, and I really liked those live streams. They got a little different once my audience grew, but let's back it up. A video hit. Now, I have no control over what video performs well and what it doesn't, but I recorded a video on a friend's channel, and it was, I had a baby in prison. Now, when this happened, she had 8,000 subscribers. I had 3,000 subscribers. You guys, that video took off, and I think it's almost to hit about 1 million views on her channel. So her channel also grew, my channel grew, and then I filmed it for my audience. I hadn't even put that video on my own channel yet because I was so nervous to talk about it. I finally recorded it for my channel, and that video is currently sitting at 1.5 million views. I mean, that was everything, right?
Yeah.
So my channel, I went from 3,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in one day. Wow. And I was like, oh my God. But in that, it sounds great, but in that came a lot of criticism and a lot of hate that I had to mentally deal with, and I suffer from depression and anxiety. So my brain is like, nope, we're going to be sad for a week about this. And I'm like, no, this is a good thing. Stop it. So that was hard to pull myself out of. And then I went from 10,000 subscribers to 50,000 subscribers in probably 3-4 weeks time. It was fast. So I was like, okay, this is different. I need to do better. And, I'm sweating thinking about it because I was so anxious that whole time because this is a lot of eyes on me. During that time, I had BuzzFeed pick up a video of mine. Maybe, I don't think it was BuzzFeed yet. I had gone viral on Facebook a couple of different times for prison hygiene. Specifically, I'm known as the prison tampon girl now, so that's fun. Arkansas didn't provide feminine hygiene products for women, not a lot of them. So that went viral. And I was so glad that went viral because that's an important thing to talk about. But then BuzzFeed picked up prison pizza. I was making prison pizza, and I found very creative ways to talk about prison reform. Maybe you think I'm just going to talk about pizza, but we're talking about prison reform today too. It sounds boring if you title a video prison reform. There's a lot of videos like that. So why should I click on your video? Well, because I'm going to do prison makeup. That has 500,000 views on my channel, but I'm talking about the need for reform as well, right? So being creative and finding ways to get people to listen to you has been invaluable to me. I don't know everything, but I know typically at this point what my audience will watch and what they won't watch. I know what performs well. So YouTube gives you a lot of data. As long as you've been on YouTube for 2 to 3 months, they're going to tell you your audience, where they're from, who they are, how long they're watching your videos. They give you that data, and I study that data. I know my audience. I know where they're from. I know their gender. I know how old they are. So any tool that's given to you, utilize it. If they're giving you data, read it, understand it, know how to work with that. If my audience is 90% female, ages 18 to 30, we should probably talk about some girl
Oh man, I'm getting terrible audio, unfortunately.
stuff, right? We should probably do jail make, but
Are you there? Can you
yeah,
hear
it's
me?
probably me. It's
Yeah,
all
mine's got
me.
great. I got super high fast, but it's okay. I can splice it in. You're doing amazing, and this is a huge resource for the people in there. Um, so let me see. Let me go where you were giving me the makeup and the growth. So how did when you had that viral growth? Is that when it started to become a career for you that it could support you?
So when I hit about 100,000 subscribers, which is what this award is, that's your 100,000 subscriber award, that's when the money started to come in. Now, I think it's important to note here, I didn't start YouTube to make a fortune, which I'm still not there, but I started it because I really care about what I'm talking about. That passion has been able to put me, in different positions that have helped me. And that passion has kept me going because you get a lot of hate on the internet. And knowing that I know who I am, I know what I'm talking about, I know my mission, and being, kind of steadfast in that has helped me get through a lot of hurdles on YouTube. So 100,000 subscribers, I was getting a pretty consistent paycheck. And just to back it up a little bit, I started to brand myself. I started to get merchandise with my face on it and different things that I could sell to my audience to help support the cause, camera equipment and all of that. So that was really useful to me. And now it is a full-time job. But I want to say about 100,000 subscribers is really when the check started to get a little bit bigger and I could actually say, like, this is my job. So I'm so grateful for that.
So you're giving so much great wisdom to people who really need it, because as you know, people who come out of prison sometimes just don't really receive a lot of love when it comes to the employment market. And so part of our work at Prison Professors is to show people how to create their own income streams. And that's why I'm just so grateful to you. But I also want to say that, you're helping a business that I started that our audience knows about, cbdtv.com. Jessica is really one of our ambassadors that's helping to introduce this business that supports prison professors to her audience. And that would not have been possible. This is kind of the formerly incarcerated network of people working together to trying to help each other. Our team is really happy to be a sponsor of the Jessica Kent program, which is why I highly encourage any visitors at Prison Professors to visit her channel and support her, because look at what she is doing for us. She is helping people in jail and prison have hope that they can become something more than what other people have told them they could become. And you've now, in my opinion, have achieved a very high level of success in your area. How has the world responded to you, like the former probation officers or authority figures that see you now achieving a very high level of success?
It's funny you mentioned that. Just to go back a little bit on something that you said, I wasn't treated well, not at first. I had a lot of people doubting me, correctional officers telling me, I'll hold your mail for you, Kent. Like, okay, bro. I got talked down to a lot. I really struggled. I had a different parole officer every 2 or 3 months in Arkansas, and they see my rap sheet. They know this is not the first time for me. So it was difficult, but I also knew I had to prove myself. Of course they expect me to go back. Recidivism is so high, they're expecting me just to go back to prison, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show them, you're never going to see me walk through this door again. And I've just kind of used that negativity as fuel. Like, I will prove you wrong. Go ahead and bet against me. A very famous Brett Favre quote is, if you don't think I'll win, bet against me. And I use that every day. It's funny how I talk about this all the time. I don't know if anyone out there that watches Star Wars, but there's the good and the dark. Well, the dark side fuels me. So that negativity fuels me because I will prove you wrong. So I have, so a friend of mine is on parole in New York, and we have the same parole officer. Now I'm no longer currently on parole. So she knows my story, and she's a little salty about it. But she's the only person that has been negative when hearing my story. Everyone else has been like, girl, you did that. Dang. Like they're happy to see that. But before, when I was running and gunning, quite literally, of course people thought I was going to fail. I'd never given them a reason to believe in me before. I never gave them a reason to be kind or supportive because I had always let people down, especially myself. You know, other people's opinions of you do not matter. Your opinion of yourself matters. And it's taken me a long time to get comfortable in my own skin as a recovering drug addict, you know, to have the confidence to know who I am. And now that I'm 31, I have more confidence than I've ever had in my life. You're 20 to get here and to believe in what I was doing and to know that I can overcome all these obstacles. Hate on the internet, that's easy. I've gone through way worse than hate on the internet. I can push through those moments. I can prove these people wrong. I'm never going to go back through Sallyport again. You will never tell me, get on my rack again. I'm done. I'm not going to the bathroom in front of anyone again. Well, I've got kids. That changes. But you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to do that again by any and all means necessary. I was going to be a powerhouse of whatever I did. And that mindset started in a prison cell. I was not going to let anyone tell me that I couldn't do anything ever again.
And that's the most encouraging takeaway for anybody, regardless of what the system is telling you, that you've got nothing coming, that if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, all that negativity all around you. You're looking at somebody who has really overcome it in a magnificent way. She's an inspiration to me, and I'm super grateful to you, Jess. First of all, I'm super proud that CBDTV.com is able to support the Jessica Kent program, because I know what a phenomenal job you do for millions of people. You have more. I know that you receive, like, how many views a month do you receive?
I think I sent you that. It was like 1.2 million views in 28 days or something like that.
Yeah, you did send it to me. And it's just so impressive that 1 million people are tuning into her program to really get inspired and to get hope and to recognize that there is a pathway through struggle. It's the darkness that fuels her, but she brings the light to people all across the world, especially to people in jail and prison. And I know that you need it. And I just want to thank you so much, Jessica, for spending this hour with us. And I'm going to ask if, we could do it again. Maybe sometime I'll be in Chicago or you'll be in Orange County, California, and we could do one without an internet bandwidth problem.
Yes, I would be more than happy to come back. So please invite me. Hopefully we can do this in person because internet sucks, but thank you for having me. And I hope something I said resonated with one person out there, and then I'm happy. As long as one person is inspired, I'm good.
And is it okay with you? I know that you're going to inspire tens of thousands, of course, that have access to our channel, besides the millions that you inspire out here. But is it okay if I go to the Jessica Kent show and take some screenshots and splice them in so that the people can actually see your work?
Yeah, take anything you want. Take my mug shots so people can see the real glow up. I've got plenty of mug shots to choose from, so...
Well, and I know that she has a book coming out. She's incredibly productive. That is what a work ethic is all about. It's you could start developing right now, even if you're in the hole in a maximum security prison. That doesn't mean it's where you're going to be forever. You know, and as somebody who did decades in prison, I know how tough it is, and I know how inspiring it is to listen to somebody like Jessica. So thank you so much for being a part of the Prison Professors program. You are now a prison professor.
Well, thank you again so much for having me.
All right. Thanks you so much. So we'll be back again. If you guys have a family member who is outside and you're going through the various Prison Professors programs, make sure that you have your family members subscribe to the Jessica Kent program. She's got incredible content to help anybody. It's not only overcoming addiction, it's just overcoming struggle. I know that she has a book coming out. What is the name of your book?
Oh, it actually doesn't have a title yet. It's my autobiography. It has a cover though, which is weird, but we're about 40,000 words in to the autobiography. So it's very exciting. I have to stay up until midnight sometimes just typing away just to get it all out of my brain. But we hope to have it released this time next year or next summer.
Well, I'm so excited about that, and I look forward to sharing it with our audience at Prison Professors. We're going to continue growing on the inside, and if you've got a family member that's watching this on the outside, have them subscribe to Prison Professors on YouTube and also the Jessica Kent program. On the YouTube channel, I will have notes to all of her contact information, her Instagram, her Facebook page, her podcast, because I really want to support the phenomenal work that a formerly incarcerated person is doing. She is the hope that all of us can become if we just have that solid work ethic. Thank you.